Galileo Galilei. Was he an idiot or a genius? He was punished for being right too soon. This video explores the story of a man whose observations changed the cosmos, and the price he paid for the truth. Galileo's crime was not overthrowing a government or starting a war. The crime was simply observation. He looked through a telescope and described what he saw. For that, he was silenced. The crime was what he saw. Galileo did not invent the telescope, but he improved it. In 1609, he transformed a carnival novelty into a scientific instrument. Within months, he increased the magnification from 3 times to 20 times. Where others saw a toy, he saw a tool for truth. His improved telescope allowed him to see what others could not. He saw moons orbiting Jupiter, phases of Venus, and imperfections on the sun. These were not abstract theories, but direct observations that pointed to one conclusion. Earth was not the center of the universe. He challenged certainty. This was the start of the heliocentric revolution, the radical idea that Earth was not the center of the universe. Copernicus proposed it, and Galileo proved it. His findings were published in 1610 in his book, Sidereus Nuncius, Cracking the Foundation of the Old Worldview. Facts became a threat because the issue was about control. Galileo was told to present his ideas only as hypothetical, but evidence doesn't stay hypothetical. If one man with a telescope could overturn centuries of belief, what else might collapse? The problem was whether correctness was acceptable. The Church's authority was built on a stable cosmos. Galileo's observations challenged more than astronomy. They challenged the right of institutions to define reality. Truth doesn't need permission, but power demands it. The trial of 1633 was a negotiation of obedience, not a search for truth. Galileo was not asked to disprove his observations, but to recant them. Institutions rarely argue with facts, they argue with people. The verdict was delivered on June 22, 1633. Galileo was made an example, forced to publicly deny what he knew to be true. He supposedly whispered, "And yet it moves." The scene captured the core conflict. Institutions rarely argue with facts, they argue with people. Silence could not contain the truth. His ideas spread anyway, quietly, gradually, and inevitably. Galileo lived under house arrest, went blind, and died in 1642 as a prisoner of the Church. His observations could not be unobserved, and he received vindication in 1992. History frames this story as a victory for truth, but that skips the cost. Galileo lost his freedom, his status, and the ability to speak freely. He spent his final years in silence. Acknowledgements don't erase consequences. The question remains, how should we judge him? Was he a reckless man who challenged authority? Or a genius who understood something essential? Remember, truth doesn't need permission, but power demands it. The final word is this: he didn't threaten the universe, he threatened certainty, and certainty defended itself. So tell me, was Galileo an idiot or a genius? Vote now by commenting below. Was he an idiot or a genius? Explain your reasoning in the comments.